Hello.
Hi,
Hi guys, how
hi.
are you?
Hi,
Hi.
Rodmila.
Oh, thank
Good to
you.
see you again. Okay, so quite a lot of people today. Great. So let's start. Now, as every week, I'd like to um, devote this session to the most important or relevant things that have to do with your business, with teaching in general, and make a little bit of analysis of the market, right? Because eventually we're here to provide growth models and all the relevant tools that go with them according to how the market behaves, right? So we're going to, uh, all our solutions eventually are coordinated with the market behavior. This is very important. Otherwise, you will feel that you're lacking resources, that you're lacking tools, and we want you to be to stay in the market, and not only to stay in the market, but to um, to make the most of each situation, of each location, no matter where you are, no matter what language you teach, no matter um, what is your strength. You have to make the most of it all. So for that reason, it's very important to understand that what we are creating here allows you to provide integral services, and services always much more than whatever an individual can provide, no matter how great a teacher you are. The reach that you can have with a service outbeats million times the service that you can provide as a private teacher, just uh, individually. So we will see the market, what's new in the market, and how you can act accordingly. So what's new in the market is actually not new, but there is a slight change in it, right? So in Oxinity, we spoke last week about the fact that you have presence in the teachers tab, and many of you were a little bit concerned whether this kind of a marketplace is going to create an unfair competition between you. And I'll try this in throughout this meeting to prove that it's not going to happen that way. So if I fail in my explanations, or if you don't understand, be certain that it's not your fault, it's mine. That means that if I fail to make you understand having what we have, or creating this sort of a marketplace, although the word is full of connotations that I dislike, but uh, we're completely different, and the philosophy and the behavior will be completely different. So if you don't understand it, guys, please, you have to ask me questions until we get it, because otherwise you will leave probably the meeting, and you will feel that it wasn't quite clear. Now, I'm sorry if you hear some background noise, because I'm in a hotel, and well, people just are around me, and I hope you hear me fine. Can you hear me fine? Yes? Okay. All right, great. Back to what I was explaining, and why we're going to talk about how different we are from traditional marketplaces. Now, many or some of you, few of you, have experienced something which has to do with tus clases particulares. And tus clases particulares are starting to kind of, well, first of all, a little bit of context. Tus clases particulares is one of the most important marketplaces in Spain. Recently, they were bought by another very big player, which is called Go Student. Go Student is one of those online digital solutions for language learning that got an investment of 2 or 300 million, I don't know now, but something insane. So they bought Tus Clases Particulares, and oddly, but it's not a coincidence, whenever they see Oxinity over there, they're kind of, oh, this is an academy, you know. So that clearly indicates that we are a threat. Yeah, we are a threat for them. Otherwise, they wouldn't do that move in this moment. Okay, so a marketplace like Tus Clases Particulares eventually has one model, which is, all right, I'm going to have teachers here, and all these people are going to work in my best interest, not the other way around. You're not using the marketplace for your best interest. They're using teachers for their best interest. What is it? What is it? Uh, Having people there means that they compete in price and in nice picture. I've always explained that to you guys. So a nice picture and a price, but the lower the price, the higher the margin for whom? For the marketplace, right? So, and the better offer for the student eventually. But whatever they achieve or whatever your behavior eventually benefits the marketplace. And that's that. Okay, so I'm going to try to explain that here in Oxinity, it's exactly the opposite. Whatever you achieve through the resources that we put at your disposal is for you at 100%, unless you just have classes, you're not growing in students, in which case it will be slightly different. But if it's not, if you are getting the student, if you are offering the service and getting the student, then whatever you generate is for you only. So how does a marketplace operate and how we will operate? The idea that that lays behind our uh, our formula is that everything is for you. And how is that possible? So it is possible because the mechanism that we've created is that you are offering something, a service, and we assume that you may not be chosen to be the teacher. Now, that assumption doesn't mean that you're not going to have the gain. You always will have it. Unlike, say, just clases particulares, because this is our, for instance, ground for comparison. In tus clases particulares, chances that you are chosen out of all the profiles are, okay, people have seen our profile, they have liked our profile, and they have liked our price. So the chances that you are the chosen one are very low. Anyone else who is chosen before you is going to get the student. You won't see anything out of it. While with Oxini, what we are doing for you is that no matter who is chosen, when the lead is yours, no matter who is chosen, you always get it all. All. Now, you'll say, yeah, but if I'm teaching the class, yeah, I get it all. But what happens if someone else teaches the class? Yeah. So when someone else teaches the class, as I explained last time, you may remember, then you keep 20%, 80% goes for the person that teaches that class. And how, if you get 20%, how am I saying that even then you get it all? Why is that? And it's because the second part of the equation is that is enabled, which is, and when you get a client, you can have an hour, right? So even when the price is different, and even when, for instance, we'll see an example in a minute, but even when the conditions are different, your gain is up to 100%. For instance, um, someone is teaching, for instance, someone has offered 20 euros per hour. Yeah, 20 euros is the price that that the person that you get the client, and that person sees 20 euros. Okay, so it chooses a teacher that has a price of 20, for instance. Okay, fine. So If 20% is for you, you're not the teacher, but 20% is for you, that means that 4 euros out of 20 are for you. To these 4 euros, yeah, do you follow me? 20% of 20 is 4, right? Okay, to that, if we add an open web class, an online class at 14, then that makes it all in all 18. Okay, so even when you're not the chosen teacher, you teach at 18. That's it. This is it. No other marketplace is going to allow, say, in tus clases particulares, it's Pepe, teacher Pepe at Oxinity, and then all the other teachers at just outside of Oxinity. No one is going to have this deal. So you direct the student towards a community of teachers, you are not getting chosen, and you still get it all. This is it. So the main difference and why a marketplace, because eventually my first idea and the first and ultimate service, you have to be able to provide a service. Now, if you think small, you may say that it's not necessary, that you're the best choice for your students, and probably you will be right, I don't know. If you think small means if you think just to get some private students and that's that. But if you think a little bit bigger, then you will see that that either you are resourceful or you are not going to get the business. For instance, a company. One person for a company is a problem. One teacher for a company is a problem. It's not a solution. Many people for a company are a solution. You may get the business, you may get to teach the director, you may get to teach certain hours, but not everything. It's just impossible. Okay, so this is where you need all these resources. This is where you need to show that whatever there is at Oxinity as a partner that you are belongs to you. Now, back to the marketplace, just a question for you guys. How do you think marketplaces outside us, outside Oxinity, make profit? What do you know about them? Anyone who has collaborate? I know that you've been in marketplaces, so Reply or similar, I know. So how do you think they operate? Jordan?
Yeah, so I spoke with Tus Clases Particulares and they approached me as an academy and I told them to wait and I knew you guys would speak to them. So, but they did say to me, they said, for every student we successfully give you, we're going to charge you €6. They said.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. They're starting to do that. Well, just make sure in tus clases particulares, you don't put Oxinity and you don't send them links, right? So the best practice is you engage with the student in a conversation that will give you some insights and that will allow them to create bonds if that's possible in a marketplace. But you can ask them, so say, okay, you have a lead and and you can tell them what's your level, how many classes a week were you thinking of, something like that. And to whatever they reply, then you can ask for their details, personal details. And once in your WhatsApp, then you can send links to Oxinity. But if tus clases particulares understand that you're somehow linked to Oxinity, they're going to do that. They did it with Kaylee Go. Yeah, they did it with you. Yeah, is that what you wanted to say?
Exactly.
Yeah. So why are they doing that? It's clearly a threat. It is. Otherwise, why? I mean, we've been sending teachers recommending this marketplace for many years now, and it's now that they're doing it now. I don't believe in coincidences, right? So, um, well, now that and now that you have experience, how do you think they make money, Brandon?
Well, they, in my understanding, they make money like Google makes money. So you basically, if you want to have your profile as on the number one, I mean, to have it in the position in the first positions when somebody goes to classes and they look in, I don't know, in Madrid or Logroño or wherever, then your profile will be the first one. So obviously you have to pay for that. And then of course they offer lots of other things that you can buy to sort of make your profile better. So all the time you're kind of paying to have the best kind of profile to get the most amount of students. That's what I think. I have another question. You know, if we see that, I mean, obviously in all of the business growth webinars that we have, it's mentioned the different marketplaces. So if tus clases particulares has reacted this way, don't you guys envision the other marketplaces reacting in a similar way? Because if Oxinity is sending, I don't know, 30 or 20 or 10 students, I mean teachers every week to join tus clases particulares, obviously this is like popping up on their radar, and Oxinity now has sort of been like red flag, I would imagine. So how do you guys envision dealing with this in the future?
Okay, Brandon, I don't know if I got all the. I had some problems understanding what you're saying. I think it's on my end, but I think that I got the general idea. So,
I'm
of
basically
course,
saying,
when
Radmila, that if we as teachers, as partners, are starting to be viewed as centers, as Oxinity, you know, because we are Oxinity in
yeah,
marketplaces, and marketplaces see us as a threat, and marketplaces are starting to lean towards charging us or forcing us into buying plans in order to get students or capture students, as they put in the email that was sent to me. How are we gonna sort of deal with that in the future? How are we? I mean, which which other marketplaces are we
just
going to go to?
no, it's don't literally just present yourself as private teachers. This is it. This is how they want it to be in their marketplace, and this is how it has to be in their marketplace. So if they don't allow you to, or if they, whenever you put the keyword Oxinity, if it bothers them, then don't put it, you know. But once you get the student is when you have to think how you can best benefit from what we have, right? And we're also building we're also going to, or well, we're immersed into building a marketplace that is we're going to put money in it to compete, so hopefully that will help you a big deal as well, right? But if marketplaces see us as a threat, marketplaces should just see us or see you guys as individual teachers. There are other places where listing sites that allow you to provide links. For instance, I'm going to quote just Milanuncios on the top of my head. Milanuncios allows you to put a link. That means that that they're fine with it, you know. So, but even at the beginning, tus clases particulares didn't want links. They want you to interact with them and them alone. I'm a bit, you know, there's a lot to say about that, but we're not going to make it about tus clases particulares because uh, when they accept your money, they're fine with it. Now they want more. Okay, but my point is, let's see why they want that. One thing is what you mentioned. So the more money you put to push them to the first position, the more the more money they make. Yeah, and if they see a slight indication that you may not be a private teacher, although you are, they are going to increase it. How other marketplaces make money? What do you guys think? Like Reply, for instance, Georgina,
Oh,
or
no, I have no clue. I mean, I've never been there, and I have the same sort of doubt, well, question, but I don't know
okay.
if I don't know if I'm aware that those platforms, students can choose their teachers, and then I guess students pay the platforms for packages or things, and the platform pays the teacher. So for me, it's like an academy, but I don't know if somebody has the experience. I would really like to know, honestly. I don't know. But I wanted to say though is that I never say the word Oxinity anywhere. Anywhere. I never say that word when I talk to people, when I'm in the marketplaces, when they talk to me on the phone. It's something and I say, you know, I was talking to Patty the other day. I say, hey, this is me. This is me. This is my
Okay.
platform. That's what I say. I don't think if that gives a clue to anyone. So then it's like,
Okay.
this is me. Not a community. I'm not an academy. I'm not nothing. This is me. This is what I say.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, that's great. So well, again, I lost you a little bit, but I got a part where you're saying, okay, I don't know how other marketplaces make money. I know how Reply makes money, and it's by keeping 30% of every single class. This is it. You know, so this percentage is lost. Whatever your price is, they keep 30% of it. Now, the difference again between them, between that marketplace and us, is one of this percentage is all for you. It may be two teachers that benefit from it, of course, always, if you're not teaching it, if you're not teaching the class, but it's either you and another teacher within the community clearly. So margins, let me remind you, and for the people that are here for the first time, I can see Lena there, and Zoe, I think, was with us. But margins are when we offer class in shared groups, then it's 40%. When we offer private classes, you can teach it, one-to-one classes, you can teach it, or if transferring it to someone else, then you keep 20%, and the teacher that teaches the class keeps 80%, right? So is this clear, guys? Do I need to explain further? Do you have questions? I remember that you had some concerns that maybe we need to clarify. Okay. Uh, so for instance, compared with tus clases particular. Kaylee, okay, go ahead.
Sorry.
I can, yeah.
So I've experienced this whole problem now with TIS classes, and I think they initially picked it up from the links to the trial classes that I was sending. So if someone had contacted me and asked me for more information, or they want an online class, then I send them the link, and I think TIS classes has picked up now on this link. But now I told Redmila earlier this week that they literally just upgraded my teacher profile to a center. And then they went and changed the name of my profile from Kaylee Keegan to Oxinity. They went and it looks like they had cut and paste from the Oxinity website and pasted it into my profile. And now I'm not able to change it back without making a special request. And up until now, I haven't had a response from them at all, and I've sent about 4 emails or messages on the contact form. So I'm not sure. So my question is now, I'm actually tempted to just shut down the whole thing and then create a new profile using a different email address, like my Yahoo account, or I've got 2 Gmail accounts, so I could just use my other Gmail account. I don't know. I'm not sure what step to take
Yeah,
now. I don't know if I should just give
this
up,
is no,
on them,
no.
or and then
No.
change my
Change.
Can
Yeah, you
yeah,
change.
can I
yeah.
add something?
Yes.
Can I just add something? I mean, they basically, it's the same that's happened to me. And when I
Yes.
spoke to the
Yeah.
account manager, I think, well, if I understood him clearly with my bad Spanish, they're basically not going to change my profile back to a
Yeah.
private.
No, they won't.
Yeah.
They
I
don't
don't
want
think they're
So,
to.
gonna badge.
so
Yeah.
I don't think changing your email address and creating a new profile is really going to solve that problem.
Oh, gosh.
They basically blacklisting us, if we could just put it that
What?
way. So
But
I mean, for us, it's kind of, it's, for me, it's a little bit disturbing because
Yes.
after having
Yes.
kind of built up my profile there after like 3 or 4 years of having it there,
Wow.
now I can't
Yeah.
actually use that marketplace anymore unless
So they. Yeah.
buy one of those plans.
So it's upsetting because they've basically taken apart what you've
in
built the last 3 years. Your reputation on that
yeah,
platform.
but it's
Oh,
true, Kaylee.
my
But
word.
don't be very scared about it, because
Mm,
let's think out loud. Yeah.
mm,
First of all, they were bought by Go Student. Go Student needs teachers, right? So they want to. I mean, they have now a completely different purpose, and it's not for you to get
yes.
students. It's not for you to get
Yes.
students. It's for them to
Yeah.
get teachers. This is it.
Mm,
So whether or not your reputation or whatever, that's the least
yeah.
of their problem. They don't care.
Mm,
Okay,
yeah.
they're changing the business.
Mm,
That's why a marketplace like that should be used in a we have to know the rules of the game. That's why we're explaining
yeah.
it here. A
Mm,
marketplace will always be, always, no matter whether it's two classes or super prof or whatever,
mm,
will be an unfair competition based on price
mm,
and nice face. This is it. End of
yes.
it.
Yes.
And you will be, if you're lucky enough, it's not, you don't cry about that
Yes.
situation. First,
Yeah.
you can close this profile, create another one, and that's it. But you have to know something, that once you are in tus clases particulares, it's a miracle to get a student. It's a miracle because you are in their
Yeah.
first page for a short time. There are a lot of
Yes.
competitions in a very, very,
Mm,
broad, select, high demand, etc. So can you
yes.
use it? Of course, but what
Mm,
for? You know, it's better to know how to play again with their rules, and that's that. But
mm,
when we talk about a different thing here. We talk about how what we're creating can benefit you because you have an alternative, you know. So in a marketplace, your only chance to be selected is to lower the price. This is it. Just remember that it's not I'm not discovering America. It is what it is. So
yeah.
the chance, yeah, you are selected if they see a low price. Fine. What we are doing here is different. We are creating a model where whatever, first of all, the price will be you can set the price, it's true, but your concern from last week was, oh, will we play unfair competition, and I don't think so,
Yeah.
because again, you will get 100% of whatever you achieve. Again, the here, even though it can be seen as a marketplace, the resources at Oxinity eventually grant you everything, and that's it. So and come on, Sociedades Particulares is not the only place.
Yeah.
It's one out of many, and I can tell you that we have shared a lot of links with you,
Mm,
which allow you to post, to have a profile, and to have a listing, and to get business. Now, what you have to know is that once you get the business, you have then two models. The model of a marketplace, that's why I'm asking what is their gain, to the model of the marketplace that you're used to, or the Oxinity model, where benefits are always distributed between teachers and you get it all. The mechanism is through Oxinity, you get it all. This is the difference that I'm going to reinforce here, because it's very difficult when you are alone to cope with everything, with all the market. But once you start using the Oxinity website as yours, what Georgino was saying, this is mine, all of it, then whatever they need, they will find it in that page, and you will get the 100% of it, one way or another, through the margin or through the teaching. But if it's through the margin, that also entitles you to teaching. So if you're getting the student and you're getting the margin, sorry, if you're getting the client and you're getting with it the margin, you are entitled to a class immediately, 100%, okay? So everything in the website is going to be for you. Now, bear with me because I want to show it to you literally. I'm going to illustrate how this works. And I'm going to just put two, well, I'm going to make the comparison with tus clases particulares so that you see what I'm talking about. But it can be tus clases or anyone, you know, so it's just here. If I put Inglés in Madrid, yeah, great. So look at that. I'm competing. I'm the student. I'm going to select the nicest one, the nicest picture, the nicest teacher according to my subjective criteria, and I'm going to make it at. I'm going to compare prices. So let's see. This lady, you know, 10 euros. Okay, I have a winner here upfront because I like her. She's nice. She seems very nice, reliable, and 10 euros. So she will be probably the lucky one to be selected. Here, let me see. 15 euros, no chance. I've seen this lady before. So, you know, no chance. This one, 20 euros, no chance. Okay, so they will not only, and I'm going to contact this lady, but probably I'm going to send messages to more people. So to him as well. Yeah, Brian, here, 10 euros, perfect. First class for free. So I'm going to go with this lovely lady. What was her name? Maria, and with Brian. So I'm going to send two. Let me see if I can. No, very expensive. Yeah. No, very expensive, and so on. So I will do that. I will contact 20 people for sure. And the first one that convinces me is going to be my selected student. This is so on Monday, what people are going to do. Now, if you get it, if you're the lucky one to get it, it will be a miracle. Now, same, but with us. Okay, so I'm here with my profile, right? This is me. Therefore, and my IDC is here. So I'm using Oxinity as myself, Radmila, the teacher. So I'm going to here see the different teachers. And I come up with, okay, oh, Georgina, fine. I'm going to book a class with her, or Sonia, or Manuel, or whoever you choose, yeah? Even when it's not you, you're not the selected one, but even though the business is going to be for you, yes, maybe if I hit here and I feel, you know, and I feel the form, even then, this student will be for me. Okay, so now I'm going to, hold on a second. I'm going to close this. Now I'm a company, right? And I want to find a solution for my employees, and I have it. And I'm still acting as myself, you know? So if I share this and I'm a company and I feel this, I will I will have the whole business. So I'm going to read and I like it here. And I say, wow, this is for me. This is the right option for me, yeah? But when I fill the form, I am sending my request through the profile of the teacher, you know? Everything is here for me, but a teacher is sharing it, yeah, one individual. Now I want, I'm a mom and I want kids classes. All right. So I'm here and I read and I like it. And I say, all right, I'm going to try because I have two kids and I want them to speak English. Fine. And I fill the form. And again, the business is for me. So you see, and everything here online, in person. Where is it? In person. In Madrid and in Barcelona and in Bilbao and in Toledo. And we will be adding locations. Whatever I want, then we, Oxinity, can provide it. But who is benefiting it? The teacher that has shared this link. Okay, so how? What do I do if, for instance, I have a client? Let's say that I'm in Bulgaria, but but all of a sudden I have a client in Barcelona. What will I do? The client wants an in-person class in Barcelona. Well, I'm going to click here and I'm going to send them that link with my IDC again. And that person is going to choose between the locations in Barcelona. They will become a client in a bar in Barcelona, and I'm in Bulgaria, and I have got a client that is having a class in Barcelona, right? So this is the reach. Okay, so in Imagine Cafe, if this is my coffee, the nearest place, I'll go here. If this is it, I'll go there. If we don't have it, we can create it. If you are in Sitges, then we are going to create it in Sitges. Okay, so students decide what they want, whatever they want, and you will be able to say yes to all these clients. This is what we are creating here. Okay, so this is the big difference. People don't need to choose you to win. Compare what we have here with the chances that you are selected here. Compare, it's nothing to do. Once here, everything belongs to you. Okay, guys, so do you have any questions? It's important for me to know if it's all understood. Do not be afraid to ask, because if you haven't understood it, it's on me. It's not on you. Okay, so the idea is that by providing a service, you get any possible profile. The profile of the student that wants in-person classes and online classes and kids, and in Barcelona and in, I don't know, wherever they are, whatever, even if they want a female teacher and you're a male and vice versa, they have a choice. Everything, the difference is huge. Here, if I want just female teachers, Brian will be out of my selection immediately, and maybe he's the best of the teachers, but he has no chance with me. So this is something that won't happen if you use Oxinity. Yeah, you will get the client and you will get the hour. It goes hand in hand up to 100%. So whenever you offer a service, whenever the service is available for your students, even if it's not you, the one that is chosen, you are winning always. Yeah. And if you cannot teach the class because you're full of hours, yeah, until you get your schedule full of hours conveniently organized, then you're going to be receptive. Once you're done and you decide not to accept more students, then you're going to keep growing, right, through the margin. Paddy, you have a question?
Yeah, hi Radmila. Hi guys. The marketplace, the Oxinity one. Do we decide our pricing there, or how does that work?
Yeah, you decide the price. Mm-hmm. You decide it. And now tell me your concerns, because I know that you have it.
No, so I was wondering about that, but yeah, it's kind of if we're on the same marketplace, what happens then? Obviously, if a student joins, um, sorry, with in terms of pricing, they count as our student. Do we own that student or?
Yeah, always. That's what I'm trying to say. Always, you're owning the student no matter what. If I am here, so I'm using this. This Oxinity is me. So hold on, let me make it clear. Just a minute. Uh, I'm Oxinity, right? I am Oxinity. So it's me who is using it, Radmila. Yeah. And then I'm using, okay, I'll close it and I'll start from scratch. And I'm using Oxinity. Right. Now, me, Radmila, is using the whole of it. Now, no matter what my client, I am sending communication. I have the best classes. Here is, I'm sending content. I don't know, the student can reach Oxinity through different sources. I can send any of these blogs, any. So I'm sending here the first conditional. Who was the writer? Georgina is. Who is sending it? Radmila. If the student clicks smiling, the student will be for me. So what does the student do? The student wants, once here, they want to know more. They want to learn English. How? They may prefer to go online. They fill the form. Who is the student for? For me. Who's the client? Sorry, who's the client for? For me. They want an in-person class. Where do they want? I'm in a hotel in Barcelona right now. My client may want to be in Bilbao to learn in person in Bilbao. Who is the client for me? All right. Same with children, same with adults, same with companies, same with teachers. So they land here. Oh, Manuel, okay, I want to learn Spanish. I'm going to book a trial class or English, whatever. Oh, Georgina, fantastic. I'm going to uh, book a trial class with her. They say with Georgina, but who is sending them the link? Who is in the first place show them Oxinity? It's been you directly or even through remarketing. Even that mechanism operates for you for your benefit. So let the student decide. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid here. Once in Oxinity, you are not competitors. This is the only place where you can have the peace of mind that whatever the students choose, whoever of you the students choose, you will have the margin. You will have the margin and the client is yours. And this is the only place, safe marketplace, that will happen. It won't happen here. So um, if someone else, if you tell, imagine Patty that you recommend you cannot teach anymore because you're full, and you say, but to yours to a lead, but you can choose a teacher in tus clases particulares. There are plenty. They're very good. You know, you gain zero, nothing. Okay, because you Paddy may be talking to someone that wants a female teacher. Fine. So you say, okay, I'm not a female, I will never be, but here you have, what would you do? Yeah, you can say in tus clases particulares, look at all these lovely ladies, choose one. Or you can say, no, 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 choose them here. Why? Because this lady here is a great teacher. If you choose her or any in the community, Sonia, whoever they see here, but the client is yours. So you get the margin and the hour, right? So not only the 20%, but the hour. And I'm insisting on here because they may not choose online. They may want a one-to-one. But the same concept is applicable to wherever they click, actually. So if they land here, then you are granted it. Even if it's not you, they choose the teacher, you keep the margin plus the hour that you want to teach. You can tell us, okay, so my class, please, Wednesday from 7 till 8. All right. Why? Because I have a gap here that I want to teach at that time. Perfect. Now, if they choose a teacher, and why we're creating it, because people may want to choose a teacher, simply like that. But probably many of the clients that you will potentially have will click here. Let's see what's in me for companies, okay, and what's in me for children, and so on and so on. So, Patty, for me, it's very important. Do you understand how you get 100% of it? Are you there, Patty?
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But yeah,
So
so the
even if you're not the chosen teacher, you still get it all. Is that clear?
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, because this is key that we understand it. So I'm going to ask Lena because she's one of the newest partners. And Lena, how is it clear for you?
Yeah, it's perfectly clear for me. This part, the sharing and how the money is distributed is perfectly clear for me. It's just the technical side of it that I have to get my head around. But apart from that, the maths works out fine.
Is there anything that is of a concern?
Not quite yet. No. It's just the link that you the link that you sent me yesterday. I haven't even had a chance to take a look at it yet. So as soon as this webinar is over, I'm gonna really dive into it and take a look. So if I do get a question, then I'll send you an email later.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So okay, fair enough. But tell me, after this explanation, I hope it kind of covered the most important thing. But can you guess why now we're seen as a threat? Kaylee, do you understand why we're seen as a threat? Yes.
Yes, I do understand. I don't know if I'd be able to explain it properly, but like I kind of see us as a critical mass, and the best way to move forward is together. And you yeah, I think we're stronger together, and I think it is a threat, and I don't believe that they would be flipping our profiles on tus classes particulares if they didn't see us as a threat. So yeah, it's definitely understandable, and I think the way that this system works is brilliant. It makes it a win-win for everyone, and Oxinity only takes 10%, whereas I don't know who said that his classes wanted €3 for every student that you get through his classes. Yeah, it just get €6. I mean, it's ridiculous. So I do understand why they see us as a threat.
Yeah. I mean, if the Brandon's question was actually fair, what if other marketplaces probably if they are, especially if they are bought by one of those big players that need teachers, they're going to probably do the same. But Oxinity, that is you know, so that is you in its full. That is you providing the 100%. So basically, what is in your interest is people to wherever they see you, eventually to land here in Oxinity, because from this page with your IDC, always from this point onwards, wherever they navigate, whatever they see appealing, that is going to be for you at its full.
Yeah.
Brandon?
Yeah, sorry, a question just occurred to me, and I have to ask it. What would Oxinity do if if tus clases particulares had I don't know, sales agents coming into the Oxinity world and also taking students from Oxinity? What would the reaction be?
Okay. Yeah.
I have to ask it. I'm sorry. That's kind of bothering
Yeah.
the thought.
I think maybe TUS classes in the beginning, it was an open marketplace where teachers from all over and using different tools could use TUS classes as a marketplace to market themselves. But now, since it's been bought out, now they want a bit more of an exclusivity. And yeah, that's why they're seeing us as a threat, because we're united together. We're not just random teachers. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering. I mean, it could be TUS classes. It could be another any other marketplace as well, for that matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I get what Rodmila is saying about the value that we have to offer as individuals, and
Yes.
as Georgina said earlier,
Mm.
I think it starts off by saying, this is me and this is my platform and this is what I have to.
So my next question is now, should I keep trying with TUS classes particulars? Should I keep asking them to change my profile, or should I close my profile and create a new one and not mention Oxinity or use any Oxinity links? I don't know if I should persevere with TUS classes.
I don't know if Radmila can hear us now.
Oh, no, she can't. She's on mute. Yeah.
So my advice is to,
okay. Yeah.
can you hear me? Yeah, my advice is to open a different account with using a different email and everything, and not using Oxinity, as Georgina said. So,
guys, can you hear me again?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
you're back,
Yes.
Radmila.
So can you repeat your question? Because I think it was important.
Who, Brandon or me?
Brandon, if he can.
Yep.
Yeah, my question was just like, what would Oxinity's reaction be if other marketplaces, not necessarily TUS classes of teachers, or maybe not necessarily teachers, or maybe in any educational technological company that's looking to offer classes, Oxinity as a marketplace to capture students? That's the question.
So
What would the reaction be?
Other people using us to get students.
So it's a hypothetical question.
Well, but we don't have students. So we don't keep students, like we don't have students. There are no students that we just have teachers. So the service that we provide is for you guys. We don't have students. They cannot use us unless they join us. Where are the students? They cannot just approach your students and get them. There is no chance. You know, if they want to become partners, they can use Oxinity, of course, but they have to become partners to us. So, like, understand the business model as you do and use it as you do. But just having an intruder, so to speak, that can happen. Does that answer your question, Brandon?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's just something that came to my mind, and I just wanted to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah. So your students are not they are not at no one's disposal. Your students are yours. So no one from the outside is going to go and fish for students unless you want to be a collaborative part, which is fine. So the more the merrier, because that means more resources globally. So yeah, if they want to join and become a part of it, they're more than welcome. Okay, Kaylee, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this is a bit of a digression now. I know we had a chat earlier this week about Facebook groups, and you said that Jordan is managing to get a lot of leads from Facebook groups, and that maybe he must give us just his take and what he's doing to achieve that.
Yeah, Jordan, over to you.
Oh, hello. I'd say it was very. It was just initial. I'd say this second week hasn't been as successful at all. I think the novelty has worn off. it's definitely something I'm just persevering with. Yeah, but it was just the novelty of it. I think people were interested in what I was doing and why and all these things, and I tried to give it different perspectives. So I, you know, because there's a big range of people on Facebook, so I wasn't sure if parents were going to react more or people that wanted to improve their own English, and businesses as well, you know. But I think it's all the targeting correctly. So like LinkedIn is more successful if you target business orientated people, and Facebook's more parents and more casual kind of interactions. A lot of time it's looking through different Facebook groups and just seeing what works and what doesn't work and just giving it a go. You know, I see some days are better than others as well. You know, I might have a really good day and I do exactly the same the next day and it doesn't work. It's about keeping it different and fresh and using everything we can. Oh, I just have to go very quickly, sorry.
Fantastic, thank you. More questions, anyone? Zoe, go for it.
Hey, good morning. Just
Hello.
while I'm on Facebook there, I don't know if someone can help me. I haven't been on my Facebook for maybe 10 years. And I haven't been able to log in. I've still got my email address there and I can't contact Facebook. Does anyone know a way? I've Googled everything for contacting Facebook if you haven't got a login. If you are not already logged in, sorry.
Well, go on, Kaylee.
I don't know. I would just create a brand new profile. But obviously, if your Facebook profile has been built up with contacts that you'd obviously like to access, then I don't know. Maybe a forum. I don't know if you've accessed any forums.
They do have a phone number to call because I just recently had a problem with a GoFundMe because I do charities here in Spain, and I had a problem with a bank account number, and there is a phone number to call. You might not be able to get through straight away. It might take a few goes, but you should be able to have someone. You should be able to talk to someone, and if not, there's also a little bubbly thing where you can have a chat with them, like a direct chat with them.
You have to be logged in to use that though.
Yes, the chat. You're very right, but the phone number is still available. But the phone number is still available.
I'll have a look again for the phone number. Thank you. And another unrelated question to that, sorry. What the prices start at for students? Is it 30 or 35 euros?
Yeah, for online classes, it's 30. 30 for one class a week. Yeah, 30. Okay. Yeah. This is it.
Thank you. Some things on the website, some things say 30, some things say 35 to start with.
If you see 35, let me know.
Okay, some of the links say 35 because I've been sensing that people have been questioning me which one is correct.
Yeah. Let me know, Zoe. Let me know. Okay, so all in all, because we're close to our end, let me insist again so that we're on the same page. First of all, if you want to get students, maybe I didn't explain that. If you want to get students through the marketplace that I showed you, then if you write blogs, you guys are going to be in the first positions, yeah? So those teachers who write the more active ones regarding blogs, they're in the first positions, as you can see. Second, when in Oxinity, you guys get to offer a service and you also get hours by sharing, right? Everything is kept between the teachers, so that you get 100% of it. You can become Oxinity, everyone can be Oxinity, and if using the Oxinity environment, everything in the platform, for their benefit, of course they will grow. Otherwise, just fishing for students, forget about it. That cannot happen. So whatever you achieve as clients, that's shielded, right? This is for you. And another thing that I wanted to just reinforce is that the most beneficial, I will always advise it, is the open web class, because there you get 40%. In the one-to-one classes, you get 100%. Yes, Oxinity applies a service fee of 8.27 plus VAT, but you get 100%. How? Because those who get the student, they are entitled to the 100%, even though the student ends up with another teacher. Why? Because to the percentage, to the 20% that they will keep, they will add a class. Those who are teaching, only teaching, they're entitled to the 80% because they haven't got the student, but they're teaching. And in the web class, again, it's 40% of margin, 40, which is the one that allows you to grow the most. And of course, if you get a company, then the benefit and the pace of your growth will be incredibly fast, because you're going to be able to provide the whole service with the resources that you have at hand. And you're going to, if you want, keep some hours for yourself to teach, or decide what hours Oxinity to give you at what time, right? So that you optimize your schedule to the best of your convenience as you want it, and you keep growing. So this is what we're creating here, and there are different models, different growth models, but all in all, everything is in Oxinity, right? Everything is to be found in these tabs here. Yeah. Everything that we have created eventually belongs to you. So those who can say I'm Oxinity, they have it at their disposal to optimize every single thing. Georgina, you want to say something?
Yes, I want to say something. I want to say that the world doesn't finish in tus clases particulares. And I think it would be really nice to statistically see how many clients we all have together from that marketplace.
Very fair.
But maybe with something to look at. Personally, when I think of all the leads and clients, it's not the biggest source. So, and then another thing, if Oxinity is a threat, I think that's a clear sign. Sorry, the Oxinity is better. So it's a reason to actually stay on board, make a bit of more efforts between all of this together. And also, I'm sorry, but as long as Oxinity, what is Oxinity going to do? It keeps us separate. So we should try to maybe use other words if we want this to work for us, like I do. And you guys know that I want that, but just some suggestions there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Georgina. That was great. Absolutely. Because you guys are in different locations, and we have to help you. We want to help you to make the most of the place where you are, right? So that you don't struggle if you are in one part of the world or another. In Spain, we have one context. South Africa is another. The Philippines is another. Mexico is another. So Oxinity works for everyone. Every single person can make a good growth through different business models, right? So we've been explaining them. We will continue explaining them in the future. But meanwhile, if you want help, Maria and myself and Pili, who has recently joined us and is giving you in the first place very good help. We're here to help you, right? Approach us. Let us know where you are, how you want to grow, and we will give you the best approach to the 100% eventually. Great, guys. Okay, so a pleasure as usual, and just keep growing, keep posting, keep sharing, and keep using. All the website is yours, and let us know if we can help. I will see you next week. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.